can't like be okay and like 2 buttons and you're done.
No,
that would be amazing.
Not for us old folks like that. So it
No,
says live.
Hello, if anybody's here. I don't think anybody's here yet.
I'm gonna shut my door. There's children.
Trying to see.
Hello, if anybody's here.
Oh,
Oh, Rowan's here.
see, I can't see. See, this is what I'm saying. I can't see nothing.
I see things.
So you're seeing things. I'm not seeing nothing.
I see the things, and I have my glasses on so I can actually read the things too.
Well, I'm glad you can, because I see us on this computer screen in the group chat thing, but there's nobody there.
Yeah, there is. It says there's 7 people there.
Not on my end.
So, well, there's 7 people there. Say hi to your subscribers.
Hey. Hi, you guys. How are you? Maybe if I click off the chat box and click back on.
Oh, are there people talking?
There are. She can see them, but I can't.
Yeah, 7 people here. Hi, everybody.
Okay, we're working on it on my end.
No.
Any questions yet? Rowan? I see it now.
Rowan, the favorite.
I'm sorry, I don't know how many of your subscribers are actually subscribed to me, but you're gonna hear dogs barking.
I think all of them are yours.
Are ours, but yeah.
Yeah. We have joint custody.
And one of them's trying to get into the door right now. Go around the other way, girl. If you're coming in all the way, Mama. We gotta shut the door. Come on. So we are trying to make a comeback, and
as usual,
we're having some difficulties, but we'll get it together. We'll get it together here in just a minute. We don't really have a topic because it's the first time that we've come back. Ooh, there's Paige barking. It's the first time that we're back, and we just kind of wanted to come into questions and then start topics back next week.
Yes.
Stories, we can also share stories. I mean, it is spirit talk, so.
And I think, let's see. I tried to put in the post, but I don't think it was the one that actually got posted, of ask questions, anything spiritual activity related that might be going on right now. Because I know some of us, at least for me and you and the few that we know, things have been pretty active in the last few weeks.
We got our first question.
Oh, I got a question. Okay, I see it, Rowan. Oh my gosh, here we go.
Never I knew Rowan to talk to, huh?
No new Rowan. There is no new Rowan. If you don't believe me, ask Tequila. It's like pulling teeth to get me to do anything.
I think it's pulling teeth to get me to do anything.
I think it's just that, I don't know. Everybody's going through it.
It's extremely, my kids have gotten older and life has gotten busier. How does that make sense? I don't even have my Etsy shop open anymore. And it's like so busy. Today is technically my Sunday because we were off today for Memorial Day. So it was like my Sunday, which is why there's a lack of makeup on my face.
See, I took time. I was like, ooh, because, I went to the Ulta today.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did decide to put on some mascara for you guys so you wouldn't be terrified,
Hey, but you make glasses look so good.
How is that even possible? I just have to see them in order to see the comments.
You rock it. It never
Well, how are the storms for you guys?
How are the storms for it? We haven't had a drop of rain here.
Oh, I recognize some of these names. Oh, I miss everybody. I do.
See?
This was the whole trick. This was the whole trick to get me back into spirit talk, and then you're gonna make me start wanting to do videos again.
Yes.
This is
my plan. It's working. Sorry.
There's just so many people making videos. It's like, what is there to do anymore? You know what I mean? Other than our family vlogs, what is there else to share? Everybody's, and it's a lot of amazing people. So I'm glad, but it's like, what else is there left to do?
I don't think it's the fact that there's a lot of people making videos. I think people are comfortable with people they have gotten to know over the years, or people that they like their explanation. Some people are very by the book people, and it's like literally reading text where, being down to earth. I was told I was very down to earth in my last video. I just don't know how to talk properly. This is how I talk to everybody. So I guess it's easier to relate than trying to be like harsh about stuff, and or by the book.
I've always been made fun of the way that I speak, and Trina has always come to my defense. Sunshine has always come to my defense and says, "You gotta understand, Tequila speaks Texan. That's how she talks."
It is a different language. You know what? Alabama's the same way. Alabama has their own language. Anybody that walks into the store, I know exactly they're from Alabama the minute they open their mouth and say hello, because they don't say hello. Hey. Hey.
Okay, so now we're done talking about our language issues. We have, you have 18 people in here.
Nice. Hi, guys. Miss Tequila's with us, Miss Lady Grave Dancer.
Yeah, this is Spirit Talk. I don't want to, walk away from it like Graveyard Dirt got dumped.
Well,
If Wednesday watches, there's some guilt there for you because she refuses to allow me to use it with anybody else. So,
well, then she needs to come back.
maybe
Everybody finds Graveyard Talk insightful and hilarious at the same time. Like, it's just fun to listen to.
It's funny because that's how we sound talking to each other on the phone. That's how we become different people. I don't know what happens.
Nobody's watching, so the personality comes out because you can't. It's not like it's like a podcast. People are listening to you, but you can't see them, so you're a little bit more relaxed than you are in front of a video.
Which is how Graveyard Dirt was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like a podcast,
and it worked. It was great. Someone ruined it. I'm not gonna name any names. You know who you are. Okay.
Mohammed's here. I haven't spoken to him in forever. Is Noah here?
Whoa, you guys were the first YouTubers I watched. Silver Willow.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know. No, I did. Yes, Noah is here.
Oh, there he is. Yep, I see him. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be doing this next week. It'll be on my channel, and we're going to flip-flop the weeks like that. So, and we can't guarantee the days because of the work schedule, but we are going to come back to it every week and with topics. But today we're just here.
Yeah, today worked out because other plans didn't work out, and we both just happened to be available.
We did. Well, we pushed it because this had to be pushed in for me. This is squeezed in between a lot of things.
Same, because I was like rushing earlier, thinking it was my time. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it. I was shoving, not to be graphic, like we had hot dogs, so I was like getting it in and trying to like make sure I was. You know what I mean? I was rushing to eat my dinner. And I ate it, and then I realized, I was like, wait a minute. Shit. It's 7 my time.
But we've talked about this. And I talked to Bex about this the other day, is we have to start making sure we make that time for our friends and stuff because, excuse me, all of us are kind of getting really busy and getting more distant, and I don't like it.
Yeah. But it happens, and I know it happens with me a lot. I fall off the map all the time. Just random stuff. And I'll be like, I don't want people. I don't want to talk. I can text. Leave me alone, Rowan.
No, Rowan, don't leave her alone.
Rowan. I thought I responded. I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember. I know it took me forever. It takes me forever to get back to my Snapchat now. But like text, I don't have a problem with. Pretty quick on that. Sort of.
Oh shoot, sorry, my bad. So April and I have noticed a what would be the proper terminology for it? Increase would be increase of spirit activity.
Yeah.
In our homes and for me at work as well, and even on the streets, like driving. It's at that point now where I'm having to like double take, like, okay, yeah.
Right. Like at work, I'm seeing stuff like if I'm out shopping, like there's the weirdest, you get the little tingles, or you'll see like a lot of times like somebody stepping out and doing that with me, like stepping out and looking, and then I look and it's not there, or I'll feel something hot or cold come up behind me fast, like there's a pressure there, and then stuff just falls. It just been there 6 months, hadn't moved, and all of a sudden today it's in the floor, no explanation, just random stuff.
So that's what we want to come in here and talk about that and go to questions. I was telling April last week when I drove up to my office, because I'm usually about 10 minutes after everybody gets there because I got it like that. And my leasing agent came outside, leasing agent / cousin came outside, and she was like hollering at me, but I had my music on real loud because I headbang all the way to work, just preparing. And she came out yelling at me, and I'm thinking in my head, who are you yelling at? I'm never late. I'm the boss. So when I get here, I'm here. Is what I'm thinking in my head. And then she tells me that my computer in my office, as soon as I parked, turned on full blast with that song Black Velvet. It's a song in the 80s. I don't know who all knows that song. It's a really good song though. So if you don't know it, go look it up. I don't want to do copyrights, or I'll pull it up on my phone. But it's a really good song, and it was blasting. And when I walked in my office, my assistant was in there, and she was like, I don't know what's going on in your office, but it's just blasting Black Velvet. Nobody's in there. So I go in there, and it's been doing that here and there, but it's never turned on while I wasn't there. But like right when I got there, it like turned on really loud. Like I can hear it walking up to my office. That's how loud it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's awesome and crazy.
I walked in, I was like, okay, I'm here. What do you want? And there was literally no vibe, no feeling, nothing was there.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Does Black Velvet relate to anybody you know?
No.
No?
There's the time frame that it came out matches stuff. But it doesn't fit. See, I would have to put it during the time frame when my mom and dad were going through their hardest times. But my dad's anniversary of his death was back in April. So see, the timing isn't.
It's not right.
And that's like reaching. And I don't like to reach. I like to have like facts.
Right.
So I couldn't put anything else together. I said, I guess they're just happy that we came to work. They missed us. I don't know. And many times, and I've had when I was doing the spirit videos on my channel, I had one video where I talked about how my computer would have stuff Googled up from over the night, and I'd search the history, and it would be searching like every hour, searching something different. And there was something pulled up on my, that something was Googled on my computer, and we had looked back at the cameras to see if anybody came in the office, and nobody had come in the office, and the screen wasn't even on. So.
I think that's somebody, it could just be a tenant trying to just get your, like a past tenant trying to get your attention.
Well, the one guy that passed away when I first got there, he's never left the office. The one I got his chair, because the sofas are in my office, and I took the one chair home. And he's never left the office. Yeah, we see and hear from him all the time. Like we have boxes in the office with keys, and each apartment has their own individual box with their keys in it. So they're coded. So we know we want to go like 1001. We look at the sheet of paper, it's coded and has its individual box. And when he wants our attention, you'll hear all the keys rattle, and you'll go in there, and his old apartment key box is pulled out.
Gotcha.
What's going on over there?
Well, can you see me?
I see you perfectly fine. Why? What's going on?
Noah said no one could see me. That I needed to click off somewhere. I hate technical stuff.
Well, see, I see you because we're talking, so I'm seeing you.
Yeah. Can everybody see me?
Yeah, I think she said no.
Okay. Maybe it just has a delay. Well, like my thing is my nose.
Oh,
Like
you're not popping up. I'm the only one showing up on the screen.
how the heck?
You gotta and that happened to me before, and I don't remember what it was.
Crap. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get it together next week. I don't know. I'm trying.
I think it's on the thumbnail. I think you have to push like that arrow on your thumbnail.
What arrow? Oh, that arrow. Oh, that one. But they can't see me on this one. Okay, hold on. Let's try something. This says me. I hate clicking stuff, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But see, now I just see tequila. Maybe it's this one. Yes. No.
Oh, I said it to present you to everyone.
Oh. This is slowing us down. Getting frazzled.
I mean, as long as they can hear you, that's all that really matters.
I did my makeup for this junk. I want to up.
I don't want my face the only one to be there. I'm the unmade up face.
See, now I can see me, but see that this doesn't help them any because it's got to come through my phone. Because my phone's the one recording.
I don't know.
Oy vey. Y'all, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're there now. It's you fixed it. Stop touching stuff.
Okay.
I see you. I'm on the phone, and now I can see you. See?
Yeah, but now it's probably going to be like, even if you're talking, it's only going to show us.
Can y'all see us both when we speak?
Well, so it's going to switch.
See, okay, everybody sees me. I
Yeah,
can't see Tequila.
Go
Oh, you have it on my phone. Tequila, say something.
That you never have nothing to say when you have to say something. No, we get to take turns. Whatever. I've already been up for 15 minutes. It's your turn.
Oh, great.
So she's been talking this entire time.
Wait.
It's only showing you.
Hi guys. Now I feel weird. Okay. So mine is smell. I can't, like, sometimes I will smell something before I'll see or hear something, or see or feel something. I will smell it like a perfume, something burnt, literal poo. I know it's an odd one. Or like, if a smell could come with a photo flash in your brain of something, I get those a lot. But like, as in, a lot of times I will smell something. Now, the corner of the eye crap drives me nuts because I see that a lot. And you kind of eventually just wonder, like, is it you or is it really there? You know? But now when stuff starts moving or, mainly, y'all haven't had any issues, but Alan gets messed with a lot.
The cackling hag says hello.
What? But that's a big thing here. Alan will get messed with more than anybody other than me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my husband used to get messed with the most, but it was tamed down on him. But it's one in particular that liked messing with him is why.
Yeah, I don't know. This dude is, and he comes and goes. You know what I mean? Like he won't have anything happen for like weeks and weeks and weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden he's like a bolt of lightning. Sometimes he just sits up out of the bed because something is standing over him. And I never feel it or see it, but I hear and feel it when he tells me about it the next day or wakes me up in the middle of the night, like we're being robbed. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and you would think after you've cleansed your house so many times, you would think in your brain that would be cool and you should be set. But no, you got to do it all the time.
Yeah, if you're doing any kind of divination in your house, which we do all the time, any forms of magic, you're always opening pathways for spirits to come through. And then you got the hitchhikers that attach. Not all of them are strong enough to be hitchhikers, but you do come across the ones that are strong enough to hitchhike and attach to you and walk right through the door with you. So it comes with the lifestyle,
It's part of the charm.
Yeah. Good time.
Yeah, it's fun times. Insomnia is great, guys, because let me tell you, some of this mess keep you up all night.
For reals.
Well,
Noah has information.
Oh,
he says, click on your thumbnail and it should take the white border off. So I'll just click on your thumbnail.
We did it. He
Oh,
said,
there it is. There it is. It's working right now.
Yeah.
It's popping back and forth now.
yes.
Okay, so I read that comment late.
That's okay. I don't even know how we did it. Alex did it. Now I have no clue how to do it next time.
Well,
Perfecto.
what Noah said.
Oh, literally what Noah said.
So like,
Okay.
if you have one of these selected,
Oh.
you can't just select another one. You have to just click on the same one again. So
Oh,
now
I see.
it'll go to whoever's talking.
Okay.
And then if I plugged up my microphone, it would switch to this.
We don't need a microphone though. I think we're fine. This
Yeah,
phone's
we're-
pretty
Okay, no,
small.
everything is working. Yeah, I think we're good. Good job. Everybody
Full cards.
in their
Do you
life.
pull any easy readings during the live stream?
What did
Where are you reading from?
Read the very bottom comment, man.
Can you pull cards
mine is
and
delaying? So
all these readings? I'm not in my bedroom with my things.
Sucks for you. You got to be able to do magic anywhere.
Do you have cards?
I have a playing.
That's Tequila's forte more than mine.
what is my forte?
Playing cards.
Well, why don't you go get your cards? And I'll go get my cards. Let's get the same cards. What cards are you grabbing? And I'll grab mine.
We do an oracle or standard tarot. Let's ask that.
I don't,
Or we'll grab one of each.
I don't really do tarot no more. You know, I do Lenormand. I haven't really done tarot in a couple of years, so.
Okay. Well, I'll grab an oracle and a regular tarot deck.
Oh, okay. You go get that, and I'll wait here until you get back, so we won't be rude and leaving them. Like Noah says, he needs a hug from Jade,
Oh.
my old dog. She's somewhere over there. She is really moody these days. Let me tell you. Oh, Rowan says my name is Jade. Rowan's gonna give you a hug, Noah. Me and April and Bex, we have like pretty much the same cards on our altars, and we didn't even know it at first. It was just happening.
That's some spirituality.
What?
Entanglement. You guys having the same decks.
Oh yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. And I think I pulled two that you don't have. No, you have this one, not this
All right, I'm gonna go grab mine.
one. Okay. I haven't used this one in so long, but the minute somebody asked is the first one that came to my brain. I pulled out this. Oh, I forget where my little camera is. This.
Yeah, but you can see it there. See.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop. All right. I give this a look to see.
I don't know what you grabbed, but I just grabbed all of them that was on my altar.
I grab my Legrand circuit.
Which I do not have.
And sideshow.
Circus and Sideshow.
What do I have? Hey, Pooh. Hey, you're gonna go and zzz while I'm on a live video? They're gonna think I have a vibrator going. He's going to literally, Frank is going in there. He has his razor in his hand and went to my bathroom. I'm like, what's happening? I promise you guys, if both of my hands are here, it's not my vibrator. We can't do full-on readings because we're doing a live and we're not going to be here all day. We just didn't have a real topic to go to, honestly. I'm going to have to get out of here by 7.
Same.
But we can do card pools.
Okay, so I've lost my place in this. Okay, Mistress Panther Night. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Who?
Mistress Panther Night.
Oh shit! Oh, she's been watching us forever.
Okay, all right. It just for some reason it's like really bringing stuff up. In my brain. All right, I'm shuffling. Okay, so I don't have a lot of space right here.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we should do one single card pulls. I don't know.
Yeah, single card because otherwise I don't have room to lay everything out and interpret. I can do them on the fly.
I'm gonna go with the oracles. Something
Yeah,
for me to
I
grab.
think I'm gonna do Oracle.
Yeah, something is telling me to do this one, which is odd because I don't hardly ever use this one. So
Wait, which one are you? Which one?
my phone's vibrating. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, that was my mother texting. Yeah.
everything okay?
Well, she's asking me if anybody told me about the police being called over there, so I don't know.
Oh Lord, I like that one. That's fancy, sexy, fancy.
I have a real drinking problem. I'm literally drinking out of 2 cups.
Are they 2 flavors?
This is water and this is tea.
All right. Okay, so
I hear those dogs all over my bed. I just have a feeling there's going to be stuff all over the floor in there. I'm going to shuffle these around for a minute because I haven't played with these in a hot minute.
it's hard to think. I wish, you know what I wish? They would make my favorite oracle in smaller cards.
Now what?
That they would make my favorite oracles in smaller card sizes.
Hey,
Oh.
check this out. You have like 3
Three requests on this video. Yeah, I see them. I forget that I have to respond. See, I'm horrible. All right, hang on, guys. So no one else is experiencing any spiritual activity that's all about reading cards?
I got the first person that I saw was our friend Mohammed. He asked if there was any messages for him, and I pulled the Be Aware card, and that message I believe was for him. Can you see me?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And the interpretation I get of that is to definitely watch your back. This is someone who looks very comfortable around you, and that's who you need to watch.
I feel that.
Yeah, this is not just like maybe not like a coworker. You might know their first name and not their last name. This is someone who is clearly comfortable around you, so you would definitely want to watch out for that.
Yeah, watch what you say, watch what you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. I think Miss Panther Knight's the first one I saw. So I'm doing the Oracle. Knight's on Hidden Talents. Okay, so I only have.
Card. I love that card.
Isn't it pretty? It speaks like more than just the message on the bottom. It really kind of speaks to you. Just the solidarity of the bird.
You can get lost in the imagery on that picture.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
Love it. So apparently, what I'm picking up, or what I'm getting, other than the fact that there's a lot going on around you, you kind of feel singled out. Like you're trying to attain something and show something that you're not catching the right person's attention. So I would say my opinion of this would be come at it from a different angle. Go outside.
See, and you know what popped out to me in this card? If you look at it, you see the foot,
Mm-hmm.
and it has the red band around it.
You and your glasses.
I feel, well, intuitive readers, you're always looking at for the images, and I've actually never seen that before. Me and you use these cards a gazillion times together.
Yeah.
And that one, I feel like it's someone trying to hold her back.
Yeah.
Like
that's why maybe why she's not going.
Yeah, maybe putting down what you're doing, making you feel second guessing what you're doing, or making you feel like you're not doing as good as you really are, that sort of thing, because of it being what is it called? All my birds, because I used to have a whole bunch of birds, and once they had their shots and everything, they were all given these nice little bracelets. that made them pets, no longer wild animals.
Right.
And that popped out to me for her.
So the reason I'm picking up on her being shadowed is somebody is involved in holding her back.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. Because that's what I'm getting is like there's a lot going on around you, but you're not getting where you need to go. All right.
I got so many dogs in this little bitty room with me. The heat is rising. All the body heat from these dogs.
Okay.
Menopause dogs. Come on, back up. And I also have the Vintage Wisdom, and I love this deck.
I look at the deck and I look at it every time I go up to the shop, and I never grab it, but I always stop and look at it.
Well, Rowan, he would like a card pull for him, and I think he would get a nice little message from this deck. Let's see. That just turned into something totally different, didn't it, this whole session?
Yeah, it did. Question. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I see it.
Cards? You want to smell the cards for Rowan?
26, nice. Are you still watching too?
Is he keeping up with the comments? Because like they're just flying by to where. Yes, Rowan said it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly. To tame her. That is, see, words. Perfect. See, words. We need people like Rowan to be there for us with the words.
Exactly. That's the perfect way to sum that up.
Exactly.
Don't let them tame you. I'm gonna throw that in there too. Don't do that. Let that band loose to fly free. Okay. So.
Okay, Rowan. You got this card. This is the abundance card. But, if you see, she has a whole bunch of stuff going on, but she still seems like she wants more.
Mm-hmm.
She has too many things going on. She has too many flowers. Too much. And look at her. She probably eyeballing that butterfly and saying she wants that butterfly as well. Sometimes we gotta stop and look at everything that we have with us. It may not be as much as some other people, but it's enough for what we need right now. So Spirit is wanting you to stop and look around at everything that you do have.
That's amazing.
That's what I got.
Okay. So next, okay, did we answer?
It's going by so fast, so you gotta let me know.
There's one.
Huh?
ALHAWA.
Oh, that's Muhammad. Yeah.
Oh, that's Muhammad. Okay,
yeah,
my bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then a card would be appreciated. CJ Faust. It's the next one I see. Okay, let me shuffle. Hang on. I'll sit here fiddling and I wasn't shuffling. All right, so.
You can see all the. Look at this down here on the floor. Wait, I don't know if you can see. Can you see? That's a dog. That's a dog. And then at the door, there's another one. You can hear him chewing. He's chewing on a rawhide.
I got to catch my cat snoring one day. I think people would love that. All right, here we go, CJ. Oh.
CJ Faust. Oh, the werewolf. Let me pull it and see.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever pulled that one on anybody.
I've never pulled this card, period. I've always wanted to.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay, so
Ooh.
It feels like you're needing to let loose and get rid of some stuff, but not like material stuff. Just like to let go. Just have a moment to let it loose, all of it. Just anger, hurt, fear. Just let it be.
Yeah, I agree, because you can see the card. There is like a stem holding the wolf back from, but it's just a stem. Mm-hmm. It's not a freaking tree, you know?
Yeah.
It's a dead piece of wood that you can definitely get loose. It's telling you to let yourself go. Do it. Yep. Explore it. Make it happen.
Whatever it is.
Just make it in the rain if that's what you feel like you need to do. if you haven't, if you're still exploring your magical path and you've not yet done things, like I've had people who've messaged me and they've never done a spell and they're worried about doing it, go ahead and jump into stuff. The spirit is letting you know it's time for you to take that leap on whatever it is that you are trying to do.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also getting, don't worry about your presentation. You being you and who you are is where you need to go. That's the route. If you're comfortable in your skin, let it all hang out and do it.
Yeah, I think that werewolf effect is being comfortable in your own skin. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, right there. There you go.
Boom.
Right there.
That's my new thing now. I boom everything. Boom.
Okay. Who else is there? Let's see.
Hello, everybody that just joined.
Oh my God, who is the cackling hag? I love that name. That's amazing. I love your name. What this deck called? Which one? I had 3. I'm playing with 3. I keep saying playing. It's not a game.
Awesome, CJ.
The werewolf came from this one. If anybody wants to look at it later and pause the screen, or we can. I would say put it in the description box, but I'm not the one doing the video, so.
I can do it. I can put it.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll text you the names of the ones that I pulled from, which you already know them, except this one, and then you can put it in the description box.
Spell the names out, though, because,
Oh, great.
All right, so.
Okay, is there anybody else that wanted a card pulled?
Aragon Wolf would like a card. I hope I'm saying that right.
Which was it? Tarragon Wolf?
Aragon O Wolf. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the bottom, 7 from the bottom, 8 from the bottom. Sorry.
Okay, all right, I see it. I'm just trying to see where it feels like it should come through. It does, Rowan. It has a very strong vibration. You know. I apologize. Okay, so that is, I don't know how to say that name correctly either. Don't you start barking. You take it somewhere else. Aragon O Wolf?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Where are you thinking to pull from?
I'm
not really getting a vibe.
Do the Erotica deck again.
Okay.
We don't see enough of that.
You never see enough of that.
You're welcome, TJ.
Oh my God. Mom.
I know the situation is not funny, but the burp burp is hilarious.
Okay.
Rowan.
Oh, okay. Look at this one. Death card, you are mortal.
Oh. Okay. We go out the same way we come in. But with a bonnet and shoes.
I see some changes that need to be made. Like, need to be made because she has her bonnet on. And obviously, this is a deck with nudity.
Yeah.
The women are dressed, but what pops out to me the most is the fact that she's half, even though all of them are half dressed, but she has her bonnet on and her shoes. Yeah, and almost like she's ready to head out, but then it's like, what else am I forgetting? Like, there's changes that need to be made. And the fact that it's the death card of the Oracle as well.
Mm-hmm. So I would say those changes need to happen in rapid succession.
Changes that the individual needs to make, not just changes that are coming, changes that they need to make in their life. Mm-hmm. And they clearly know, they have to know what it is because of the fact that they asked for cards.
Yeah. That's a very specific card. I mean, not that they're not all specific, but anytime you bring that specific subject up, it doesn't mean you're gonna die, but it means that you could have an ailment that could get worse if you don't get help. Or you might know someone. Why do I always go to the worst possible thing first? You know what I mean? Just like, you know, I'm horrible at being subtle.
I don't think you should be subtle. I see changes on that, and she's concerned that there's probably ailments to come with it as well. But there's definitely changes, whether it be work related. You know you need to make that change. You do. If you have a cheating significant other, you know you need to make that change. You need to make it. If you're not eating well, you know your health isn't good, then you need to make those changes. You know what the change is that you need to make. Spirit is telling you to do it now, and the message is coming through because this, I mean, to me, this looks like someone who's already lost their mind.
Well, and she
What
kind of
else am I supposed to do is what this person is like. This is, you can't remember what you're supposed to be doing. You're losing it. You're losing yourself.
and it looks like she's looking at something trying to remember. Like what, like contemplating what she's trying to remember. You know, she's giving it deep thought. So whatever it is requires deep thought and concentration. Honey Owlet Moon wants a reading. That would be my turn. I need to get more oracle decks. I only have 2. Shocker.
Yes, put your questions in chat, and that way we'll be able to see them. Because there's 30 in here in the chat now, and there's a lot of going on, and I go back and read all the comments regardless. But and I know that you do too. Because why don't you use the other door? It's the way you came in. Come on, use the other door. You want me to? You are such a brat. Go. She's gonna try to come back in this one too.
Okay.
And I'm going to type this down because someone had a question about how to get rid of ghosts. And since this is spirit talk, we should answer that one when you're done.
Yeah, I saw that one as well. All right. Honey Owl. Oh, Lord, where'd your name go? Honey Owlet Moon. Sorry, there's a glare. I pulled Winter. Hold on. And as you can see, it's a very cold card, but it's also full of energy. I don't know if anybody the little bottom, the caption at the bottom says the sacredness of pausing, like a pause between the seasons, a pause between, you know, certain aspects of your personal life. But the image is the moon, the mountains, snow, water, and then this leaf that's deteriorating. So even though a pause is good, you might not want to pause too long on whatever's going on because there is an expiration date. And I would say sooner than later. But with winter comes spring. So I wonder if it's something that needs reflection, that you need to make a decision about, but it does have a time limit. And I can't help noticing this is a winter themed card. Not that that shouldn't matter, but it's a very cold card. So I'm wondering, and there's also a boat in the background. Or else. Whomever this may concern, could be more that the person you're dealing with and might need a pause from is very cold and calculating.
Who is this card for?
Honey Owlet Moon. And it could have something to do. I don't want to say this boat means house, and it could be a house and not a boat, but it could have a financial, like, property issue going on. So you might need to pause in whoever you're arguing with, but you do have an expiration on when you need to give whatever answer you need to give.
Excellent. Okay. I pulled a card for Brandy M. And I got the Graveyard Unnecessary Fear card. And I mean, I think that's a pretty self-explanatory card. People fear the unknown. Maybe you're worrying about taking certain changes or doing certain things. but you definitely will be guided as you go. So let's say that you're trying to go further in your magical path and you're afraid, Spirit's going to be there to guide you, whatever path you're going. You may not believe in spirit, so it might be deity or whatever, but you'll be guided. As you can see, the tombstone is showing ahead of it the moon. It's guiding you. You will be guided through whatever this is. If it's something just in life, like maybe you want to switch jobs, it's going to be okay. Unnecessary fear right here. So whatever it is that you are debating about or troubling yourself about, Spirit is telling you to move forward because it's going to be brighter. It's going to be better.
Exactly. I love that card personally.
Good card.
Love that card.
Yes.
And honey, I am glad that this helped you. So good. That's an amazing thing, though, that you live in Alaska. I don't know. That just makes me happy.
Okay. Should we do one more and then go back to Spirit Talk?
Yes. Yes. One more. So the last one would be.
And we can make this into a series where we do this kind of thing. I have no problem with that. I don't have time to do full-on readings for people because those can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So who was the very last one? I see Danny. No, Spectre. Spectre wins this one. They asked before Danny. I don't know if that's a he or a she.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Well, no. Hold on. Lord, the speed? Okay. So there's Panther Knight.
Okay, I did Brandy M, and then after Brandy M is Silver Willow.
Okay, or Silver Willow. Okay. All right. We might need to do this as a daggum series.
I can get on board with that.
I love this. It gets me excited about cards again.
I am never anywhere without my cards. The thing, I have decks at work, I have decks in my purse, I have decks at home. Every room of my house has a deck of cards in it. So I'm never without cards anywhere.
I can't say that.
I just don't have like the real need to have to do it for myself all the time, you know.
Right.
When things are going smooth, knock on some wood because we don't want to jinx that up.
For real.
I don't really have a need to.
All right. So you take what was the last one? Because I just did the other one.
I did the last one. I did Brandy B. Brandy B.
That's right.
You got Silver Willow.
Okay. Silver Willow. Here we go. Hold on. I'm all excited, so my hands don't work. All right. Ooh, girl or guy. I don't know which one. So we have Ghost, Regret. This is a beautiful card, but it's, in my opinion, it's like never a good card because it does have to do with either something you do regret or something you have a feeling if you don't do, you're gonna regret. So it's like, I would say to avoid this, do what you need to do, but at the same time,
don't let it hold you back.
Yeah,
because it looks like that woman is being held in place from her regrets.
Yeah, like she's locked down. So, but she's got windows all around her and a clear, so you can see the light coming in from the top. So she has a way out. She has light around her. It's not all dark and gloomy. She's illuminated. So it's not the end of the world, but there is a step to fix this, to prevent being held in place. So whomever or whatever the situation is, and you can kind of see her wrists have little lines on them like they are kind of bound. And there's all kinds of debris around her, but the light is shining through. She's illuminated, but she's there. She's got a presence.
Sometimes we do things in life that we can't take back. And some of us live with that guilt and it'll hold us back. And you can't let it hold you back. Because if that was the case, I would be like in a coma with all the bad things that I've done in my lifetime. the horrible things that I've done to people, and I've just grown and become a better person because of what I've done. And all I could do is hope that the people that I have harmed in my lifetime, they were able to come out of it stronger and better. I know that sounds horrible, you know. I mean, a lot of people I apologize to, a lot of people I try to make up for, but I never, well, after I got past the regretful part of my life, I never let it hold me back, because I'm not that person anymore. So I'm not going to keep putting myself in a prison because of mistakes that I made in a bad state of mind, because that's not who I am now. So yes, I fucked up a lot, but that's not who I am now. So I'm not going to hold myself back from it. But it does make me want to help people all the time. It's made me a better person. And whatever happened here, don't let it hold you back. Whatever the regrets are, it may not be as major as what I've done, but you know.
Well, and this is something that you know what it is. Like, you're aware that this is taking place around you. You're aware that there is a different way of doing it, but you will have the option. And I would make sure you take the one that doesn't leave you in this situation. Regret is nasty, but I mean, we all have it in one manner or another. Like,
Exactly.
we've all done stuff, man. We're human. We make mistakes. It happens. It's what happens after that mistake.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to spirit talk. We need to work on it.
Everybody's really interested in a series on fast card pulling like that. So
that would inspire me to get new decks. I'm happy about that.
More shopping.
Yay! My husband's gonna kill me. It's okay. No, I like this. It invigorates me. I like it.
Silver Willow says, thank you. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel held back from being who I am. I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. Do what you need to do to take action. Fear will hold you back in itself.
Yeah. Yep.
Step up, slap them, move on, push them aside. Don't go to jail, though. Okay, maybe don't slap them. That was mine. Don't go to jail.
Don't get arrested. Go to jail and say, well, April told me to.
That would be just my luck. Ma'am, step into the car, please. Damn.
That's awesome.
Okay, so how do you get rid of a ghost, Tequila?
Well, that depends on the spirit. You know, it depends on the ghost and the situation and how it got there and when it got there. That is such a huge umbrella. So if, for instance, if you brought it home and it was attached to something, then that's an easy fix if it's still attached to the something, obviously. But if it's a home that you bought and, like, for instance, this house still has the old occupants living here, you know, it's different. If this person is still here, because I didn't see who it is, can you give us more detail on what kind of spirit you're dealing with? Like, is it like living in your car? Is it living in one bedroom? Because it could have come through an open portal. You know, it's different depending on the spirit. That's not just one. You can't sage your house and hope it's going to be gone. It's just not going to work like that.
Yeah, that would be too easy. War Ready was the person that asked the question.
If you're still here, can you give just a little more detail on that?
Yeah, because that's like totally situational.
Mm-hmm.
If you're messing around with things, you know,
there's a whole series on how to get rid of ghosts on different reasons. Like, we can have like an 8-week series on that easily.
Yeah, that is that's a broad spectrum question. Because there's so many. One, there's a ton of ways to do it, depending on each individual thing. Like, not just, okay, well, if it's connected to something, you do this. If you conjured it by accident, you do this. There's not just one way to do anything. There's like 4 or 5 to 10.
You know, there's so many. It's huge, man. That's
a big series.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's so much information. I'd have like 5 notebooks going.
Yeah.
Sheesh. But, you know, it does happen. people move into things, buy a car that's got some things wrong with it or in it.
Okay, when we redid our kitchen, because we recently put a new tile, painted the cabinets and stuff like that, and the old man in this house was livid when we were putting the tile down. He was so mad because the tile that was in there was the original tile he put in. It was just really old, and I left it for as long as I could, and it was like, okay, this is my house now. But he was livid whenever we had put in the new floor. My oldest, he walked through, he's like, there is a mad old man over there. I was like, I know.
He gets mad easily though. Like he's easily riled, you know?
Yeah. It's like he feels like he's being lenient with us with the changes that I've made. And then whenever I'm taking away things, when I'm taking away things like the tile he probably put in whenever he moved to the house.
If you ever have to take that wallpaper down, I can just imagine that
Painted over it because of that. Like I painted over it.
in the bathroom.
No, not that one, not yet. That's coming though. That's coming. That's part of our. Yeah, it's coming.
And wait a minute. What about the foyer?
I painted over it.
No.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for a whole little bit, but
Yeah, and it was all in that same time frame within a couple of days, and he was just livid. He was so pissed.
he probably did that for his wife.
And I loved it, but it was, we were making changes, and
it was all. I mean, it needed some redo, but just I love the vibe that it gives off, and like every time I see a house that has like wallpaper in it that's older than 10 years. I trip out. I'm like, oh my God, people are still doing wallpaper. That's amazing. Because that's one of my fondest memories of my grandmother is she would go through seasons of, and I only remember it twice. So it had to be every over 10 years or so. And all the wallpaper would have to come down and she'd have to go buy all new wallpaper and then all new upholstery because everything had to match.
Everything had to match. Yeah, nothing matched that stuff, but I loved it. But I was ready for a change and we changed it.
Well, I don't think Warren is in here.
There's a question about deity. Maybe that person isn't here no more. But there's a question: does deity choose you, or do you choose one or more to work with? And we've talked about this before. I feel like because people will disagree, and some people agree. Deities choose you, you choose them, and I think it's the same for me. If someone tells you about a deity or you read up on a deity and you're like, oh, this sounds good for me. For me, that was the deity sending the message to you because you weren't listening the other way. So they're like, well, we'll bring it to you through a book. We'll bring it to you through a friend. We'll bring it to you through just a name that you're seeing to make you research it to realize that's where you're supposed to go. So when people say, oh, you can't choose deity just because you read a book, I feel like the deity brought that book to your attention because you weren't listening in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already have a feeling about a deity, but you haven't actually heard or seen, but you've read up on it and you really feel strongly about it, I feel like that deity is already communicating with you.
I have to agree with that. 100%. Because what feels like you're choosing is just you being manipulated by whichever deity it is. Like they're pushing you in a certain direction for a reason. So I would say just go with it. Oh, my mother. My mother is Snapchatting me.
My mother, I'm gonna have to call her when we get off here in just a few minutes. So, do you want? Oh, there's Jade. Yeah, that's Jade bark. That one, because the big giant dog sounds like a goose when he barks. So if you want to do that, if you want to do when we do card pulls, we can't do it weekly, but we can try to do it at least monthly.
Yeah, because if we do this weekly, we won't have time to do 2 a week. This is not going to happen. Or we could alternate. 1 week a spirit talk and 1 week a card pull session.
Okay, we can do that and see how it goes.
Yeah, that way we're not burned out on spirit talk.
But then if we're popping back and forth from channel to channel, we'll just talk about it and we'll figure it out. But we'll do it and we'll come up with some kind of a cool name.
Yes. I'm not one for cool names. I never think of anything cool. Mine are always stupid.
Someone is asking, is there an easy way for you to find a person's name of a spirit without doing EVP sessions or someone in your place? Oh, I'm big on using spirit boards to get names whenever I can't get it. Usually they'll tell me their names. So
EVPs creep me out. I'll be 100%. I like doing them in a crowd of people, but I could never do one myself because I would be like, oh my God.
We bought the little gadgets and we thought it would be so cool because you know how Noah has a little bit of an issue with the feeling sometimes. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy this equipment. I spent like $250 on this equipment to go do it. And none of the shit worked. I'm like, let's put this down and let's just use ourselves like we usually do. And that's whenever we got stuff done.
Yeah.
I'm not downplaying it for anybody, but when you've been doing it your whole life without equipment, it just doesn't work for you when you come trying to bring the equipment in.
Yeah. And it gives me the goosebumps. It gives me the goosebumps. Because, like, I don't know. I think I've watched too many movies or shows that use the EVP, and that sound it makes in between the whatever, like, it just, ugh.
Yeah,
that scares me more than the voice.
We got that stuff, and we just go back to using ourselves. We just use ourselves. But I'm big on using the spirit board if you want to get a name and the person hasn't told you the name.
Yeah, that's just the easier thing to do, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah. And I have videos on how to use a spirit board, and I mean, there's tons of people doing videos on spirit boards on YouTube, and you know how to protect yourself, how to close it, and making sure that you put everything back in and close it and make it nice and pretty again, so that way you don't have nothing left over. You don't have anything. Is Raven here? I don't see. Oh, okay.
No, it's
Raven, but it's another Raven. Hi, Raven. But I thought it was the other Raven.
Not that we're not disappointed at you, but hi.
I thought it was. I haven't seen Raven since February.
I haven't seen her. Well, you know, I haven't seen her. But all right, guys. So we'll be back on sometime next week.
We'll be back for Spirit Talk next week, and then we'll have the information on how we're going to do the carpool reads because we enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It helps, especially when I don't do it that often. It helps. Get the juices flowing again.
Yeah. Sometimes at the office on slow days, all the girls and a couple of the tenants, they'll have all my cards all out on the. You have like 6 tarot decks going, and I'm over here with my Lenormand while they're playing with the tarot. Like, yeah, go ahead.
You do you, boo.
I got the phone. Don't worry. Go ahead. Keep on. Yeah. Hello. Thank you.
I think it's amazing that you have that kind of environment, though. So that's awesome.
Yeah, we're cool. So thank you guys so much for stopping in and watching with us. You have 32 people in here. This is amazing.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I didn't think I'd have 7.
I've missed talking to everybody.
Well, we're gonna have a lot more probably next week because the more the word spreads, it's gonna get bigger, bigger, bigger. I'm putting it out there in the universe.
Next week it's going to be on my channel. So for those of you who don't know, the Lady Grave Dancer, that's where next week's will be.
Yes.
And we will see you guys then.
I'm excited. All right, so we're gonna end it. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day or evening, wherever you're at in the time zone thing, and have a good Memorial Day or a good Memorial evening.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Good night, guys. I need to learn how to use the mouse. Computer things.